Yes, by the time we all got married, we thought we would be happy in marriage. And we are expecting to be happy in marriage. But hey, what if you're not happy in marriage? How can you be happy in an unhappy marriage? Katie, alongside my husband,
Isaac.
we are here to introduce that topic to you and to discuss a few things.
Yes.
Honey, how do you think you can be happy in an unhappy marriage?
How can you be happy in an unhappy marriage? First of all, you at the back of your mind, you should have this idea that I'm not quitting. So by not quitting, you begin when the unhappy moment comes in, you begin knowing that this is just a question of time. Of course, after such and such a time, this will end.
That is so true. Don't be there and think you're going to suffer.
Yeah, you're going to be unhappy
your life
for the rest.
First of all, what is the unhappiness in marriage?
Let's take an example of there can be a time when sickness strikes and everything is not right. There comes a time when poverty strikes.
Yeah.
There comes a time when adultery strikes. Your husband, something, even divorce. Yeah.
Now you're going
In fact,
through
don't divorce. Sometimes you can even separate. Your husband goes somewhere and just be sure that that one also will end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, one thing I want to advise you actually. First, look at that situation you're facing. What is the situation you're facing? Is it infidelity? Because sometimes these husbands can cheat.
True.
And even get children in their cheating. He goes to cheat, he impregnates somebody, and they have a baby together. And those people can nag. They call for school fees, child support all the time. And you're there in marriage. You didn't come with it, but it found you there.
Yeah.
Should you quit that marriage?
Of course, be 100% sure that kid born outside your marriage will grow up. Of course, he must grow, and then he will leave. For you and your husband, you will stay together. That one too shall end.
And the other thing is this, you just play your part as a wife.
The wife.
Sometimes you just have to ignore, pretend like you're not hearing anything.
Yeah.
Because this is what you have to know. He has cheated on you, and you want to leave.
And in
Do
fact,
you know where you're going?
By the time
Are you well certain
by the time
of
you
where
realize
you're
that
going?
they are cheating on you, that is the 10th time.
He has done it over and over. So he has been doing it, and you were not. You didn't notice.
It is
or
not
you didn't
easy.
know.
It is not easy to catch people cheating.
They are so smart.
In the first 5 or 6 times. Yeah.
So have you ever tried it yourself?
No. I'm not a cheater.
Hallelujah. Praise God. I thank
cheater.
God for you if you don't do it. Glory to God. You're my Adam.
Yeah, and the other thing, like we told in our previous videos, if you have to go back and watch them, we told you that happiness or unhappiness is a what?
Is a decision you make.
No, we say it is a low goal. That's why, in fact, that is the word you say. It is a low goal. Yeah. So if you are unhappy, you can also look at the other things that you are doing. Maybe you guys are too honest to each other. Consider that. If you're not happy, just know that at least I trust my husband.
Yeah. And sometimes everything in your marriage is not bad. There are things that are good and the things that are bad. So just ignore that bad thing, that akakaitamu nikakumalako emirembe. Just ignore it. Don't look at it. Just pretend it is never there.
Yes, you can be unhappy because you're renting. But at the same time, you have children.
Yeah.
Someone has a very big house, but they have no children.
They don't have children. And there's a time we had a child, and that I gave birth to a daughter, and my daughter had 2 holes on the heart. And we needed a cardiopid. But one thing I thank my husband, you never left my side. We could sleep on the same bed with my husband. When you've just given birth, you have your bed as a patient. But sometimes I would be like my husband, take my bed for some time. We were there full time, 24 hours, monitoring and praying and asking God to make a miracle for us. And I'm here to testify and say, I thank God because He really had mercy upon us and He healed our baby. He healed our baby. It was really, really such a big miracle. But meanwhile, as we were going through that time, we were loving each other. We were there for each other. Sometimes I could break down and cry, and he'll be like, "Don't cry. It's gonna be fine. Be strong. It's gonna be fine." There are times that he could break down and be like, "Amen. I'm tired. I feel I can't push on."
There's when stress is too much. Some of you might be having maybe a bank loan. And it's overdue, the bank is calling, and that one too shall end.
It shall end, and let me tell you, just prepare yourself for the worst.
Yeah.
You know, if it gets to that, like the loan is overdue and they're going to take your property, there's nothing to do. Even if you cry, even if you just get ready for the next move. And when you're in that situation, just be happy. Me, I remember when we had built our house in the what estate is it Narumunye estate? Jomai estate near Prayer Mountain. We literally didn't have water in the house that we had constructed, and we had not yet gotten power in that house, and we could suffer. But one thing could make me happy, and I pushed on. I could go. I loved my home because I knew I had my husband. We were home. We had built. Yes, we didn't have everything we needed, but we were happy. Actually, I remember a friend of mine came and visiting me, and she was like, olaba wali osanyukira mu nnyumba eri olwo kati nandikoze ki because oba nsanyuse oba sisanyuse, it has hit me. So it's up to me to be happy or sad. Whichever way I take it, it has come, it has come. So the faster you realize and you leave it at that, and you ignore the devil actually.
And by the
just
way,
ignore and pretend you're not seeing
and
him.
by the way, encouraging people to stop expecting happiness only. It is like when the young boys, women, when we're getting married, you're just thinking of one thing that, I'm going to be with my wife and we're going to do anything we want without anyone disturbing us. But not little knowing that time will come when you sleep with her almost a full week, 2 weeks without doing anything. So marriage is not all about happiness.
And remember, when you are making your
you'll
vows, you know that person who made those vows, there's that saying, there's why you say, for better, for worse. Which means that worse is there.
Worse is
that
coming.
is why they're even mentioning
Even
it. They
if
are
you have
mentioning
not
that
yet
worse.
received it, get ready. Worse is coming.
Yeah, worse is there. And you also have to know that there's worse and there's sickness. And there's also richer.
Yeah.
And poorer. So just to know that that season has come. Seasons are going to come. Seasons come and seasons go.
Yeah.
But don't let them shake you.
And the best way to get through them is patience.
Yeah, be patient.
Be patient.
Don't be sad. Just pretend you're not seeing it. Even if it goes to the worst that you have to go back to your parents, be there, but with a lot of joy.
Yeah.
Be with your husband, love him. Be with your children, show them love.
Be positive.
When the devil sees that you're happy, man, he'll flee away from you.
Just be positive. Just be positive. Whatever you're going through, be positive.
Honey, do you know that those are the things that bond you?
True.
Because you can't say,
those experiences.
I remember loving my husband so much because he bought for me a car.
Everyone loves whoever can buy a car.
Yes, but when you tell a story and you're like, I remember when we didn't have this and my husband was this and this and we went through it, that is something to bond you.
That is rare. That is why it is rare for a queen to give a success story. What does she have to talk about?
She has never slept on an empty stomach. They work for her. They do everything for them. So me, I'm telling you, those problems, whatever situation you're going through, it is there to bond you.
True.
Take an advantage. True. Actually, mukasera ako ba omulaga omukwano. Mukyala omulaga omukwano. Show them love.
Akaddeko kutambuza ebigere, akaddeko kuba nga mufumba meal emu. There comes a time when you cook one meal. Yeah, and the rest it will be water.
Yeah.
Be happy
Just
as you
be
take
happy.
that one meal.
Take it, because that is those actually those are the memories that you
Yeah, there
have.
comes a time when you
And that
cannot
is what you tell other people.
do your hair. You know, when you got to cut it off, even for a lady. There comes a time when you have like few clothes in your wardrobe.
You can't change clothes, you can't change hair. That is
for meantime.
Yeah.
That's for meantime.
All right.
All right.
It has been me, Katie, alongside my husband Zach.
Talking about happiness in marriage. Just keep positive, please.
Yeah.